All right, today we're diving into CPA outsourcing, but probably not in the way you're used to thinking about it. We're going to talk about how it's evolved from this simple, budget saver into a seriously powerful engine for growth. We'll explore how modern firms are using this strategy to scale in ways that, frankly, used to be impossible. So let's just tackle the biggest myth right off the bat. If the word outsourcing still makes you think it's just about cutting corners to save a few bucks, it's time for a major rethink. The whole game has changed, and it has huge implications for how you can actually grow your firm. And here it is, the heart of the shift. You see, the old way of thinking was purely defensive, right? Find cheaper labor to cut costs. But the modern approach? It's all offense. It's about using global talent as a strategic weapon to build a more flexible, more scalable firm, one that can take on more clients and offer more services, all without getting crushed by overhead. So, what's really driving this change? Well, it comes down to a really common challenge that we call the modern scaling problem. It's like this invisible ceiling that even super successful firms are hitting, where just working harder doesn't lead to more growth. Let's break down what that actually looks and feels like. I mean, does any of this sound familiar? You're turning away good clients because your team is already maxed out. Finding and keeping good people feels like a constant battle. Your team is stressed, they're on the edge of burnout, and they're just bogged down in repetitive, low-margin work. And the idea of adding a new service line? That means adding another huge salary. These aren't just little headaches. They're genuine barriers to your growth. But the good news is there's a clear playbook to get past these challenges. So let's walk through 3 really powerful strategies that let you break right through that ceiling and scale smarter, not harder. Okay, first up, white label accounting. Now this is not just about handing off work. Think of it more like integrating a skilled team that operates as this silent, invisible extension of your own firm. They follow your processes and they strengthen your brand. And the best part? Your clients have no idea. The experience for them is completely seamless. The benefits here are honestly transformative. All of a sudden, you have the bandwidth to say yes to those clients you would have turned away before. You get the capacity of a much larger firm, meaning you can offer a full suite of services without hiring a bunch of new specialists. And all of it is done your way, with your name on it. You keep complete brand control. Now, our next play in the book tackles a very common growing pain. As your firm gets bigger, you start needing higher-level financial leadership. But do you need someone managing the day-to-day or someone guiding the big-picture strategy? This leads to that classic question, do we need an accounting manager or a controller? Let's break it down. An accounting manager is all about operations. They manage the team, make sure the trains run on time, keep your internal processes solid. A controller, on the other hand, is strategic. They're analyzing the data to help you make those big decisions. And they're the ones who let you offer those high-value CFO-level advisory services. The key insight here, with strategic outsourcing, you can get either of these skill sets on a fractional basis. You get the exact expertise you need without the massive cost of a full-time executive hire. Okay, let's talk about the big one, tax season. That annual period of just pure stress and insane hours. What if I told you that whole scramble was actually optional? Here's how it works, and the process is so simple, it's brilliant. Step 1, you securely upload your client's information. Step 2, while you and your team are literally sleeping, a dedicated expert team prepares the returns. And step 3, the next morning, they are right there in your queue, ready for your final review and filing. It's an incredible way to leverage time zone differences and turn them into a huge competitive advantage. And this really gets to the core of the whole modern approach. It's not about just delegating tasks to some faceless vendor. It's about extending your team. The right partner integrates right into your workflow. They understand your standards, and they function like a reliable, behind-the-scenes part of your core staff. This is a partnership, not just a purchase. So with all these strategic plays on the table, the big question is your firm ready for this? Let's run through a quick little self-assessment, a litmus test, to see if these solutions are the right fit for you right now. So take a look at this list. Be honest. If you're nodding along and kicking even just 2 or 3 of these boxes, that's a massive signal that your current model is holding you back. Every single one of these points is a symptom of that scaling problem we talked about. And, recognizing them is the very first step towards solving them for good. So what does all this mean for the future of accounting? Well, it means we're fundamentally redefining what a successful firm even looks like. It's no longer just about how big your office is. It's about how smart, how flexible, and how powerful your operating model is. This is the new mantra. It's all about this one idea. Grow the firm, not the overhead. The goal is to crank up your revenue and your client satisfaction, all while keeping your fixed costs lean and flexible. It's simply about building a more resilient, more profitable business. So, I'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. In a world where technology makes global talent so accessible, what does an in-house team truly even mean anymore? The most successful firms of the future won't be the ones with the biggest, fanciest offices. They'll be the ones who are the absolute best at building and integrating incredible talent, no matter where in the world that talent happens to be.